All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I'm so excited to see you, and welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMPSpeaks. If this is your first time, welcome to the family space, the family session just for you and your family. So, with that, if this is your first time again, my name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMPSpeaks. I am a speaker. I am a personal development coach for families, but I'm also a board certified Christian counselor. I come on here Monday through Friday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for your viewing pleasures. And if you can't do the live, you can definitely put in replay and replay this at your leisure. So what I want to talk about on today is 3 reasons why your child has unmet needs. Again, 3 reasons why your child, your teen, young adult, has unmet needs. I can even throw in the adult child, because we talked about yesterday having dismissive parents. And I can go and connect that, and I might connect that to unmet needs, because even as adults, there are some of you adults right now that have unmet needs because you had dismissive parents, and that messed you up. That prevented you from having great relationships with your own children, having great relationships with your spouse, your siblings, your co-workers, your friends. It has met some areas of your life that were concerning, that is concerning now, because there are unmet needs. Now, we might feel like all of our children are okay. Well, in all actuality, at times, they're not. Why are they not? Because we feel like, well, we give them a roof over their heads, thank God. We give them clothes on their backs, thank God again. And we give them everything that we feel that they need, and that is commendable. But there are some unmet needs emotionally, psychologically, that they're not getting from you. You're there physically, but you're not there emotionally. And they have some unmet needs that you have not been meeting, and you haven't been meeting them for a while. And we are not recognizing those things. And again, these things were not probably seen, and they were done unintentionally, but because we didn't recognize it, I mean, we might have recognized it or never recognized it. Again, I'm shining the light on this. Why am I talking about this? Because I've been there. I thought that my son had everything that he needed. And the things that he did not need, I said, oh, I got that. I have that. But the problem was, the issue was that there were things that he needed that only could come from me. Does that make sense? All the things that I thought I was supplying, going to his football games, that was great. Praying for him, that was great. But the conversation wasn't there. The understanding wasn't there. The acknowledgement at times, not all the time, but at times, wasn't there, allowing him to speak, and so that I can listen and hear what he has to say. That wasn't there. So you might feel that your child is okay, that they're good because they're smiling in your face or they're around you, but they could be thinking about a million things in this brain of theirs, because there's unmet needs. Because when they talk, do you listen? When they're expressing themselves, do you give them an area, even if you have your determining factor thought? Do you allow them to get that thought out? Do you allow them to talk? So what I want to do right now is I want to talk about really quickly 3 reasons why your child is experiencing unmet needs. I want you to write this down, put it in your phone, put it on your tablet, write it down on a piece of paper, doing old school pen and paper. I want to give you these 3 things really, really quick in the next 3 minutes. One of the reasons why they are not, and you're not aware of these unmet needs, first thing is they are not telling you. And they're not telling you because they don't trust you. I'm going to say it again. They're not telling you their unmet needs because they don't trust you. They don't trust that you are going to really listen to what they have to say. They don't trust that you are going to take in what they're saying, that you're going to acknowledge that they have emotions, that you're going to acknowledge that they have feelings, that you acknowledge that they have something to say. So instead of them feeling open and being transparent with you, they keep it because they don't want to tell you, because they feel like they're going to get attacked. They feel like they're not going to be heard. The next thing is you are not aware that they have unmet needs because you didn't ask. You didn't even ask, what can be some things that I can work on for you? Even though you're supplying, you're the great parent and you're there, have you ever asked, what can I do better for you? I had to ask myself that to him, my son. What can I do? How can I be better? And let me be honest, I'm still thriving and striving to be a better parent every single day because I don't have all the answers and nor do you. It's a daily thing that we have to do. It's a daily growth that we have to do. But you don't ask because whatever you don't ask, you don't know. I'll say it again. Whatever you don't ask, you don't know. So if you don't ask the right questions, you will never know the answer. We have to be so intentional in asking these questions. Even if we have an idea, you still ask because it sparks great conversations, the beginning of a conversation. And knowing that you care, it makes a huge difference in that teen or young adult or adult child, knowing that you ask that question, how can I be a better parent? How can I connect to you even more? Right? And the last thing, number 3 is they're unsure of themselves and who they are. Now, why did I make number 3 that your teen or young adult, they're unsure of themselves and who they are? Because they need your guidance. They can't do it by themselves. They have tried to do it by themselves, but they can't do it by themselves. They need you to show them who they are, right? So if they're unsure of themselves and who they are, they should be looking to you. They should be looking to you to find the answer that they don't have, to find out their identity through you. You being not just calling yourself a parent, but being a parent that's involved, a parent that cares, a parent that is there, and not just physically there, but mentally and emotionally and also spiritually there. The reason why a lot of our kids don't know who they are, because the identity in the home is an array of so many things. And we're not talking about these issues. We're not talking about these shortcomings. We're not talking about these things because we're trying to look good. We're trying to smell good. We're trying to drive good. We're trying to have all the money that we can hold. But we're still unhappy. The richest man in the world can have everything and anything that he wants. But the one thing that he can't have at times is to be truthful with himself. You got to be truthful as a parent with yourself and saying, does my child know who he is? Does my daughter know who she is? That's your responsibility. It's not the school's responsibility. It's not the pastor's responsibility. It's not the president's responsibility. It's not the police's responsibility. That is your responsibility. The reason why I am, because I heard it from my parents and my sister constantly. So then when I went to church, I heard it even more, but I got it in my house. A lot of us got to help our children find their identity in themselves, but they have to be able to look to you for guidance, and not just guidance, enthusiasm for who they are, who they're going to be. But if we are not recognizing they have unmet needs, how can we fix it if we don't ask? And if they're not telling, we got to ask. And if they don't trust us, we got to change so that we can be better for them in the long run. Because the long game is the way to real, true happiness in your family. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Listen, if you are interested in my program, it's a 12-week program. It's called Family Transformation Program. We take 12 weeks to change your family's life forever. And if you are willing and you're ready to make that change, I want you to go to my social media platforms, and I want you to sign up for your discovery call with me, and let's change your family dynamic right now. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Check me out the next day on Wednesday for another Family Morning Transformation. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.